Hey everybody, it's Kathy Jodry, and I have a tutorial here to walk you step by step through the actions that I took to create this opt-in box for my website. If you're not happy with the box that you have and you want a killer opt-in box that's going to attract people's attention, then you're going to want to pay attention. So anyways, the first step that you're going to want to take is to create an image and upload it to your back office, to your dashboard. If you're planning on designing your own opt-in box and you're looking for some good graphics that you can use, I just wanted to invite you to take a look at some of the backgrounds I have on my site. If you go to my services under blog design, I have some images there that you are free to copy and paste into your own graphics program. So you see I have several here that you can choose from, and you probably know this, but in Windows, if you right click on it and do save image as, you can download any of these images and start to create your own graphic for it. So just wanted to invite you to shoot over there and grab some of these images if you'd like. Okay, download any of those and you can start from there. When you're creating your image, you're not going to need to add this whole box here. That's going to be built in through your autoresponder. So the first step after you've created your image and uploaded it to your back office on your blog is to go into your autoresponder. Personally, I use GetResponse, and in GetResponse, when you go to Contacts, you're going to go into Create a Web Form. Okay, and you can basically name it anything you want. You're going to keep this selection inline form and select advanced options. Your confirmation URL page is a page that you will set up, and it's basically there so that you can redirect people after they complete the opt-in box. It redirects them and keeps them on your blog. So I have a page here, and this is the URL. Because GetResponse has a little problem with this, what I'm going to do, and I suggest you do if you have GetResponse, is to copy this URL into Bitly, paste it, and shorten it. So that's going to give you a new URL that you're going to copy back into your GetResponse campaign. Then you're not going to have any problems. Okay. Personally, I like to deselect this Powered By logo, and that is totally up to you. So I just deselect it and click Next Step. Okay, over here you have your web template, and if you look over here, it shows you this really ugly subscription box, which we're going to be rid of very soon. So the one thing that I would suggest you do here is change from gray box to brown box. It gives you this nice orange bar, which I prefer, and you can change the wording in here. If you don't like subscribe, I like get it now, or something a little more catchy than subscribe, and you're going to click on Next Step. Okay, now what GetResponse has done is create a code that's going to be placed into the back end of your blog. So because you're going to be customizing it, you're going to copy this whole thing here. Okay, I'm going to do Control C because I am on a Windows machine, and I'm going to go to my dashboard and into widgets. So what I'm going to do is create a text widget and add that whole code to my text widget. So to create the text widget, actually just going to drag it right into here, and you're going to paste that code. Okay, I personally don't have a title on mine because I incorporated the title into my graphic. If you want to put a title, you can put a title up here. That's totally up to you. And I'm going to add a couple of returns here just to keep my spacing in place, and save it. thing I'm going to do is to grab the image that I want to show, and I have already uploaded my image into my media library. So when I go to my library, here it is right here, and I'm going to click on edit. Okay, scroll down a little bit and you'll see that there's a file URL here. So you're going to be copying this file URL right into the widget. So once you copy it from there, you go back to the widgets. And select this widget. Didn't keep my returns. That's alright. Put a couple returns in there. And I'm going to paste that code in there. Okay, so that is basically telling it where to find the image that you're going to be using. So what you're going to want to do here is to add the HTML code that will actually make this work. Okay, so you're going to have an open tag, div space ALIGN equals center. Okay, and then a closing tag, then an open tag, img space src equals, and quotation marks. Add quotation marks at the end of the image. Then you're going to add the width, width equals, put it in quotation marks. In my case it's 261. You're going to close the div with a / and then do a closing tag around the whole. Okay, so I shut down for a second so I could add some spacing to break up the code a little bit, so I can make it easier to identify what needs to come out here. So this part of code right here where it has form accept, you're going to need to keep all this stuff in here because it points everything back to GetResponse. The next bunch of code you are going to take out, and if you'll see, if you look a little bit closely, it has things like a top PNG file, a middle PNG file, and the word subscribe. So you want to get rid of all of that, so cut it out. And the next bit of code is quite long. You're going to keep that in there. That's basically the form where people are entering their information. After that, you'll see where I changed the button to where it says Get It Now. After that, there's a div, and the next bit of code you're going to remove as well. It has this has the counter in it. See, it says 0 contacts already. It has the bottom PNG, which is the bottom part of that background. So you're going to get rid of that. Okay. So the next part of code you need to keep, and basically you've just gotten rid of that whole background box that you don't want in there. So a couple other things that you might want to do to make this a little bit prettier: change your background color for your opt-in box. For me, I changed it to a dark purple so it matched the rest of my colors. 60066. I changed my font color to white so it would show up on the dark purple. F. And you're going to want to change right here the size of your whole opt-in box to match the size of your image, which in my case is 261. So you're going to change that from a 241 in my case to a 261. Click Save, and hopefully we'll have a real pretty box up here. Okay, I'm going to go back. We're going to refresh the page, and voila, there's your new box. So I hope this was easy enough for you. If the instructions are a little bit hard for you to follow, look on my blog post, http://kathyjoudry.com, and I hope this was helpful. Thanks. Have a good night.